I think the dawn is actually, I think it's a bit of a coping mechanism. In all honesty, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a bit of a coping mechanism. So, as we all know, I got approved for an apartment. I applied for an apartment. I did this whole application process. I gave a bunch of references. They said, you need more references. I gave more references. I viewed the apartment in person. I talked to the property manager. I said, what about this? He said, when you apply, just list it under the conditions and you know, we'll sort it. And I was like, okay, good. So if I want like a certain thing, I list it in the conditions segment of the application, and then they will read my conditions and maybe be like, hey, we can't do this. Or maybe be like, okay, we'll do all of this and we're approving it. Okay, that's how I assume it would work. That makes sense, does it not? Okay, one of my conditions, because it's an apartment with a lot of windows. Okay, one of my conditions was, can blinds or curtains be installed before I move in? And like a couple days ago, before what I'm about to explain happened, they said, hey, they said curtains won't be installed before you move in. Are you okay moving in before they're in, and then we'll install them afterwards? And I was like, that's okay, I don't mind that. And then after the last stream, I got an email that said, hey, the landlord doesn't want to install curtains. Are you okay installing your own curtains? And I said, hey, yeah, if I have full permission, I want like written permission that I'm allowed to install curtains, which will involve me drilling into the wall, I will do it. I'm okay with it. And then the other main condition I had was, I don't know about around the world, but it's pretty standard here for an apartment to have come with a washer dryer, especially a dryer, because you're not allowed to dry your clothes outside when you live in an apartment, which is really common in New Zealand, is drying clothes outside. So another one of my conditions was, can I have a washer dryer before I move in? Well, just in general. And I listed that in the conditions, and my application got approved with that in the conditions. Okay, so the guy, I was like, yeah, I'll install curtains as long as you tell me. Also, what's up with the washer dryer situation? That's still good, right? And he comes back to me and he goes, hey, about those curtains, just letting you know, we have to keep in line with the apartment building's code. So you have to buy a certain brand of curtain. We will send you the details, by the way. And the washer dryer, nah, the landlord doesn't want to do that either. Would you still like to move in? And this is where the dawn came from. I said, nah, I don't want to move in. And then do you know what the property manager came back to me with? Hey, give me a couple days. I'm going to try convince the landlord to do curtains and stuff. The fucking dawn! You mess with the family? Oh, the dawn! I'm in control of the situation, motherfucker. I'm not moving in. You go to the landlord and you figure it out. I'm the dawn, babe. But pretty much, I don't think I'm getting the apartment. I think I'll move in. If they say we can do the curtains but not the washer and dryer, I'll be like, okay, I can get a cheap washer dryer. But the curtains, I don't want to fuck with, because they're gonna be like, hey, they have to be super specific, and the super specific ones we want are thousands of dollars, by the way, and also you have to hire a guy to do them. Like, I don't even want to fuck with it, dude. They want specific curtains. I think they just want it to be in code with the building. I don't know, man. Like, it's just landlord shit, I guess. But I'm like, I was down to just install, like, I was like, okay, I can drill a rod in a fucking wall and put a curtain on it. That's whatever, dude. And then they're like, they have to be very specific. We'll send you the details. I'm like, I don't want it. I donned up though. I freaking donned up. You know how much of a Don I felt like? He showed weakness. He should have never done that, because now I'm the one running the email chain, dude. I'm the one running the chain. The thing is, okay, this is my viewpoint on it. In New Zealand, I mean, everywhere probably, but I'm just gonna say it here because it's the only place I know how to move. When you move in, you pay like 4 to 5 weeks in advance. That includes 1 week in advance and a security deposit. So that is normally thousands of dollars, right? And then because I'm moving out for the first time and I don't have furniture, that's thousands of dollars and shit I'm gonna need. And then I also don't want to add probably $1,000 to $2,000 on fucking curtains because they have to be some fucking like up your ass shit. And then I don't want to pay like $2 to $3 grand on a washer and dryer, dude. I'm like, fuck you, man. For a place where I was looking at other apartments, I can apply for an apartment down the road that's cheaper that has all this shit already, dude. It's just I like this apartment. I like that, man. I'm obsessed with it. Anyway, I'm the fucking Don.